Hey guys, this week's video is dedicated to all our brothers and sisters in the land of Israel. First Fridays tonight, Purim's coming up, Soul Circle. Make sure you sign up. Can't wait to see you guys. This week's Torah portion, Parshat Tisa, we have the unfortunate story of the Jewish people making and serving the golden calf. Just 40 days after receiving the Torah at Mount Sinai, hearing God, they did the ultimate no-no, which was create an idol and serve it. And when God was really upset, wanted to destroy the Jewish people, and when describing the Jewish people to Moshe, he describes them as a stiff-necked people, stubborn, stiff-necked. What's interesting is that when Moshe is praying to God to forgive the Jewish people, he uses the same terminology, how stubborn they are. Is it a positive? Is it a negative? It seems like a negative. Why is Moshe using it? Because the truth is, it's both, right? It can be a negative and it can be a positive. Like many things in Judaism, it's how you use it. Stubbornness. There are times throughout history that our stubbornness is the very reason why we're still here, standing up for our beliefs. Yes, it's gotten us in trouble as well, especially with, in the Jewish people in the desert, their stubbornness got them into a lot of mistakes. But it's that same stubbornness, that attribute, is why we're still here against all the odds. Standing up for what we believe, no matter the persecution, no matter staying with God. That takes stubbornness, a stiff-necked people. I want to share with you a story. This happened in 1979 when the Shah was overthrown in Iran, and Khomeini came to power. And we have the famous story of the hostages, the U.S. hostage crisis, the Iranian hostage crisis, of all the U.S. embassy staff being taken hostage. And during the negotiations that were going back and forth between the U.S. and the Iranians, at one point they allowed 4 clergy members to come visit the hostages. Now, amongst the hostages, there was a few Jews. So 3 priests were chosen, as well as a rabbi. And the rabbi that was chosen was Rabbi Avram Hirschberg, the chief rabbi of Mexico. He was chosen to go to Iran. And he consulted with the Rebbe before about what he should bring, what he should do there, etc. They come there, and he's uplifting the Jewish people who are captive there. And it was Hanukkah, he lit menorah with them. It was beautiful. But instead of being allowed to leave, the Iranians wanted to humiliate the U.S. And so instead of allowing them to leave, they made a massive demonstration with like 1 million Iranians. And they demanded that these 4 clergy members attend and sit at the front table. Sit up on the stage together with Khomeini himself. This was be ultimate humiliation. And they're there, and they're saying stuff in Persian, and suddenly everybody bows down. They bow down onto the ground, and the 3 other clergy members also bow down. But Rabbi Avram Hirschberg, he's not moving. He's standing tall. And Khomeini realizes that something's up. He looks up and he sees this rabbi still standing, and he immediately gets furious. And through an interpreter, he says, "Why are you not bowing down?" And he says, Rabbi Hirschberg said, "Listen, I don't understand Persian. I don't know what I'm bowing down to. In Judaism, we're not allowed to bow down to anything except God. I can't just bow down. I didn't understand what everyone's bowing down to. It could be the other 3 clergy know Persian and understood what was going on. I had no idea, and therefore I didn't bow down." And Khomeini respected that. He was impressed at this. He was willing. He was scared. He thought that was it. These people wanted to kill him. No friends of the Jews there. But he saw that it made an impact on Khomeini, and so he requested, "Can I meet with you?" And his people said, "Yes, we'll set up a meeting before you leave." And right before they went to the airport, Rabbi Hirschberg was able to meet Khomeini. And he used that as an opportunity, and he said, the Jewish people in Iran are very scared. They're being persecuted, they're being attacked. And at first, the Khomeini said, "Oh, no, they're with the Zionists, they're collaborating with the enemy, and that's why they're being attacked." And he said, no. They just want to live in peace. They want to know that they'll be protected, and they don't want to be scared. And Khomeini said, okay, he's going to instruct his police, he's going to instruct to look out for the Jewish people and protect the synagogues, etc. So when Rabbi Hirschberg saw that he was able to do that, he decided to take this stubbornness a step further. And he said, there's a curfew in place. And that makes it very difficult for the Jews who want to pray early in the morning, before dawn. They're heading out to the prayer service, but they can't go because of the curfew. And Khomeini said, okay, I'm going to instruct my police that anybody who's out before dawn and carrying a talis, carrying a prayer shawl, will not be disturbed, because then we'll know that they're just heading to the synagogue. This is the amazing story. And then Rabbi Hirschberg was allowed to leave, thank God. But this is the amazing story of a Jew and his stubbornness. When he thought his life was over. When he refused to bow down, he thought it was over. But he stood for what he believed. And he knew a Jew doesn't bow. Mordechai in Persia, during the story of Purim, didn't bow to Haman. We don't give in. Yes, there are times that it's been to our detriment. But more often than not, it's been the positive character trait that has made us still here. Am Yisrael Chai, let's tell the world we're not going anywhere. Yeah, we're stubborn. Wear it as a sign of pride. Badge of honor. Shabbat Shalom.